and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Giants and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield, creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. A 45-yard punt for there on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Achane on the counter. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Tua. caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Giants are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hodgins in motion. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Able to slither by. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sport message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. Hodgins in motion. Jones back. A couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake. Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action. Jones. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the bootleg, Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Jones now off the bootleg. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And off to Achane to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Off play action. Jones gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Jones will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Daniel Jones with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 3. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's set to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tua going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, New York.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
2nd down and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Jets, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.